What's up, YouTube? It's Ken Ludo here, and today we are doing a showcase of the Hood. He just came out August 7th, and yeah, I've been messing around with him so much, and doing a lot of prepping and research for this video and all his abilities and different things that he can do. So, without further ado, let's get into this video. Starting off, Parker Robinson, otherwise known as the Hood, is a Vanguard with 600 health, and he's a 2-star difficulty. The primary weapon of choice for this character is dual revolvers. They do have hit scan damage, so that's a good thing. So the damage to the head and the body differs depending on what you hit. But a rough estimate is the damage is 26 per round. I'm pretty sure this is per round to the body, not the head. I think the head might do 27, 28 to 29 or so. Damage above 50% does 21 per round. Now, there is a caveat to this because the damage that is above the 50% is lower, granted, but he does have a speed boost with this damage. The damage fall off starts at 8 meters to 20 meters, and in between that range, it negates 55%. Now, that is kind of like, oh, that's over half, but I think the gun battles that you should be taking should be middle range, so it shouldn't be, that bad, but we'll get into that a little bit later. He has 40 bullets in the revolvers, and every shot gains 2 demonic energy per hit. So after you shoot the enemy, you get 2 on your 2 energy charges on your demonic energy per hit. Once you get your demonic energy to 100%, you will then transform your arms into rifles that do have hit scan, and the damage per round is 4. So every shot is 4 damage to the opponent or the enemy. The fall off also is at 8 to 20 meters, and it is 80% between that range. Now, here's a plus point to your rifle. They have life steal, and the life steal is 10%. But what is life steal? Life steal is the health he gets from damaging the opponent. So when you damage opponents, it's like you're stealing their health from them with the rifle. The damage bonus percentage is 40%, but the max health is 100. So after damaging the opponent so much, you will automatically stop at 100 health. So you'll only have 100 bonus health. You won't get more than that. This can be another cool thing about these rifles is they can be used separately. So you can use both of them at the same time. You can use the left one, you can use the right one. So I thought that was pretty cool and thought I should add it into the video. Moving on to his next abilities, Void Walk. This allows you to enter a state of invulnerability where you'll enter a free flight state, which allows you to be invulnerable and make movement. Now, you do get a movement speed. The movement speed is boosted to 40%, so you get an extra boost, which is really nice, and I think that's a really, really cool thing he could do. But here's the thing. The duration is only 1.2 seconds. So you have a second and not even a quarter. Almost, yeah, about a quarter to make a move and make a play and make a decision, right? They can see you, so you're not invisible, but they cannot damage you, nor can they hurt you. Your teammates can heal you while you are in this state, which is a good thing. And another, getting ahead of myself again. The cooldown is 15 seconds. But something good about this is, let's say the enemy gets on you and they, are trying to attack you or something. If they are within the range, within a 4.5 meter range, they will be damaged because it has an explosive damage range. The explosive damage is 40, so it does 40. It takes off 40. It takes off 40 of their health bar. So you can use this as a damage move, but more so I would use this in more of a movement or a placement or a strategic type of way of using it. But if somebody is low and you want to use this at them, you can go ahead and do that because it does work that way. The second ability he has is Abyssal Veil. This allows you to put up a demonic barrier to weaken the enemy's healing and their damage. It's not like a block, it's not like a shield, but it's more of a, it's like it slows down the bullets, or it slows down the abilities of the opponents. So what happens in this Abyssal Veil is it's a barrier, it's a little wall, as you see now. The duration is 6 seconds, the cooldown is 10 seconds, which is pretty good because this works in a lot of different scenarios and situations. Enemy projectiles loses damage and or healing depending on which one it is. 35% to 20% to 35% depending on if it's healing or if it's damage. So it still goes through, but it is weakened by a good margin. And you can pop these over and over because 10 seconds is not that long for this Abyssal Veil. It will be up in just a second when you're playing. The demonic energy is also gained from using this ability. You get 2.75 per hit. So what that means, every time you hit an opponent, you get plus 2.75, which is close to 3, so I kind of want to call it 3, but it's not 3. But yeah, every time you hit an opponent, that's plus 2.75 without a cap limit. So you can just keep hitting opponents, keep hitting opponents, keep hitting opponents, and it just keeps going and keeps climbing and keeps stacking, which is what makes this ability so strong. Moving on though, the let it bullets, which is the when he transforms his arms and he's at 100% of demonic energy, the lifesteal goes up 10%. So now he has 20%. If let me make sure I got that. Yes, I got that right. It goes up 10%. So now he has 20% lifesteal on enemies. Now it does still stop at, I'm pretty sure it still stops at 100 full health. But the good thing about it is, when that health goes down, you can still use the lifesteal. So let's say you got your bonus health. Let's say you're at, because you start at 600, you go to 700. If they take down your 700, it's not like it goes away. If you still have those let-it transformation arms, you can gain more and more health. The more you damage the opponent, the more you get more and more health, which is really good and really strong depending on how you use it. Now, there is another thing. Any enemies that pass through this veil are damaged by 60. So it takes 60 off of their health, 60 HP off of their health. And they also are blinded for 1 second, which is pretty strong, but I mean, it's cool, it's useful, but I don't know if it's as strong as the other abilities. Moving on to the third ability, Mantle of Oblivion. Mantle of Oblivion allows you to put a shield around yourself, or a barrier, depending on what you see fit. And this allows you to block any incoming damage or any incoming projectiles coming your way. This does not shield any of your teammates. However, you can use this in a strategic way and get in front of your teammates and block off any damage. But that's more of a situational positioning than what the actual ability does. Now, the max duration of this is 1 second, and the cooldown is 10 seconds. The thing about this, though, is it has a radius of 2 meters, and when your demonic energy is above 50%, it grows to 3 meters. Damage absorbed, so any damage done to the barrier / shield gets converted over to into like demonic energy, which is 3.75%. The Hood's fourth ability, well, I'm not gonna call it a fourth ability, but the Hood's next ability is a team up ability with Wanda or Scarlet Witch, however you want to call her. His next team up ability is with her, and this ability allows him to create an arcanic zone that continuously damages enemies and applies stacking damage and healing reduction. Now, another thing to add, this ability, which I didn't find out till after actually playing the game multiple times, you can teleport into this zone. It's not just a barrier that you use to throw down to damage enemies. You can teleport into this zone. The cooldown on this ability is 16 seconds. The damage does 20 damage every 0.5 seconds. Every 0.5 seconds. Do you know how much damage that is? That's crazy. The max zone generation distance, so the max distance he can put it out to, is 20 meters. He can't put it out any further. The max teleportation distance is 30 meters. So if he's past 30 meters if he's like out of the 30-meter range of the Arcanic Zone, he cannot teleport into it. The zone duration lasts for 4 seconds. Now, Marvel Rivals devs, if we can make this sucker last for 6 seconds, it's complete, it's good, it's Gucci. But if y'all don't want to do that, we can just go ahead and do the barrier one, the one is it right bumper, left bumper? Left bumper. We can go ahead and have that last just a smidge longer. Just a smidge longer. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Moving on though. The zone's range is 5. So like the way that the sphere is made is only 5 meters out. So it's 5 meters in a circle, or no, my bad, 5 meters in a sphere. Enemy damage / healing loss. Reduce enemy damage and healing dealt by 5% per hit. Per hit. Max damage loss or healing loss is 40%, which is crazy. It's a lot. And then that's just the base effect. Y'all didn't even hear the enhanced effect. The enhanced effect. When teaming up with Scarlet Witch, I'm reading this personally. When teaming up with Scarlet Witch after teleporting, unleash a magical shockwave, dealing one-time damage to nearby enemies while launching them toward the hood. The one-time damage is 60. Now let me just say, this one-time damage, this ability reminds me of somebody. It reminds me of Doctor Strange. The Doctor Strange and Sue Storm team up you have with the Hood and Scarlet Witch as an enhanced ability. Now, that team up was pretty good. I got whooped a few times because I got the Thing and not Doctor Strange. I got the Thing and I got Magneto and I got a whole bunch of tanks to just brawl on me. But that's not the point. The point is that he also has an ability just like that can be used to your own advantage. Moving on, the next ability he has is called, the team up name is New Moon's Shadow. This is one I was excited for when I saw it. This team up is with Moon Knight, and the base effect enhances Abyssal Veil into a lunar barrier that blocks projectiles. Upon breaking, it detonates, damaging enemies and applying damage and healing reduction. Enemies passing through take damage and are briefly blind. So, not only are you telling me it technically kind of almost does the same thing as a team up with Wanda, but it also enhances the Abyssal Veil. Let me tell you the stats on this thing. The barrier now has a health. It now has a health. It's not just regular. It has a health. So you know how the bullets was able to go pew, pew, pew. The bullets was able to go through the joint? Nah. Everything goes out that way. Nothing comes in this way. So we're blocking everything they're doing. 200. This is, mind you, this is the base form. Base form. The barrier health is 200. So when you drop it down, plop. Motherfucker, the joint pops up on your screen as you see right now. 200 health. The explosion damage, 30. The explosion damage is 30. Explosion range, 8 meter. How do you say that word? Spherical radius. Now, let me just compare notes real quick. Hold on. Let me stay on track. My bad. I got a little too excited. Let me stay on track. Enemy damage / healing. Enemy damage / healing loss is 35%. And then reduction is 5% per hit. This one lasts until Abyssal Veil goes down. Or is it till the barrier goes down? No, it's until Abyssal Veil goes down. Enhance effect. When teaming up with Moon Knight, the lunar barrier has greater shield value. And the hood attacks that passes through gain a bounce effect. Do you know what that means? That means, you know how Moon Knight is able to throw his weapons at his arc and, bounce in between enemies and stuff and then knocks around? That is what they're saying the hood can do. Now imagine when he turns this into leaded transformation. Now wait. Now I know y'all are getting excited just like me, but there's one little problem I found with this ability. It's the fact that I don't think it actually works. the ricocheting, because it's supposed to ricochet and, you know, hit multiple. I don't think it works. I tried it in the game. I didn't see it. Now, there was a lot going on. And I tried it in practice, and I didn't see it. So, I'm not sure if that's just a bug or if I just got unlucky. The enhanced ability, the barrier health increases 300. The max bounces is 3. Attack bouncing range is 3 meters. And attack damage loss. Attack damage loss is crazy. 50% per bounce. That sucks. That hurts. That hurts a lot. However, this team up is really strong. This one and the Wanda. However, scurrying along, we have one more ability left. One last thing that is in the kit. The Demon of Pain. This is the ult that you have when using the hood. This ult lets you transform into what my friends call the Gun Devil. And this Gun Devil shoots sniper bullets, and you have six sniper bullets. The first 1 through 5 bullets have an attack damage of 90 plus 10% max health. So, what I'm pretty sure that means, if you're at max health, you get plus 10%. I'm yelling. I'm sorry. I know this is like hurting our ears if y'all headphone users. The attack damage, 1 through 5, 90% plus 10 max health. Or that's max health for them. 1 and 2, haven't figured that part out yet. The 6th and last bullet, though, is kind of like a special bullet. It is indicated, you can see it at the bottom of the ult. You can see this little, it's a little circle, like a little revolver, because it keeps spinning around. That's the last bullet. That is the 6th bullet. This 6th bullet does 140 damage plus 15% max health. Bonus health after hits is 50. So you get 50 plus another 50 plus another 50 on the amount of times you shoot. However, there's a caveat. The max bonus health you can have is only 200. Not horrible, but of course we would like cannot go higher than 200 max health with the shot. So, however, this ult does heal teammates within the range. I thought that was pretty crazy. It heals teammates within the range. So if your teammates are in the range of this ult, you know, they can go ahead and get some health boost. I do not have the exact status on the healing that they gain, but they have to be 8 meters within the healing range or 8 meters of said ult, and they get healed. That is the end of this video. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that post notification bell so you don't miss when I post another video. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.